Aaron Rodgers returned to the Green Bay Packers. Mike Williams getting extended. Chris Godwin got franchise tagged again. Devontae Adams got tagged. There's so much has happened. Nothing can one up all this news, right? Russell Wilson went where? Back everybody to a Young Review in Sports. My name is James Irvin, and you probably just got done watching the Aaron Rodgers video, or maybe you clicked on this video first because it's probably bigger news than just Aaron Rodgers trying to the Green Bay Packers, which is okay. Either way, if you watched the Aaron Rodgers video, thanks for watching this one as well. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're still here. You already watched 2 of my videos, so might as well just stick around for the entire offseason and the entire upcoming NFL season. Some MLB stuff. I promise there's basketball videos coming soon, but if you want to listen to more basketball, go listen to the Young Review in Sports podcast. Just talk to college basketball on there an entire lot because it's March Madness. But March Madness is happening in the NFL as well, as Russell Wilson has left the Seahawks, something I didn't think would happen. A guy who seems like the most loyal guy in the world, a guy who goes out for drinks and has tap water and calls it excitement, Russell Wilson. And I just buried Russell Wilson. I'm so sorry. But he does seem like the type of guy to do that. But Russell Wilson just got traded. Incredible football player. Top 5 quarterback in the league, probably. Easily top 10. And Denver just got their guy. Here's the full trade details. So the Seahawks trade Russell Wilson and a 4th round pick. So they have to give up a 4th round pick. Broncos get a 4th and Russell Wilson. And then Noah Fant, who Noah Fant doesn't deserve this, by the way. Drew Lock, Shelby Harris, 2 first-round picks, number 9 overall, and a 2023 first-round pick. This year's 2nd, and next year's 2nd, and a 5th-round pick. So basically, the Seahawks went from Russell Wilson to Drew Lock in the matter of a year, and the Broncos go from Teddy Bridgewater to Russell Wilson in the matter of a year. Now this adds another team into the Seahawk market, and what do the Seahawks even do at number 9? Well, trust me, I got a Seahawks mock draft video coming out. That should be the next one. It's high priority on the list of videos I have to do. So yeah, but this video right here is specifically only talking about Denver and Russell Wilson. Seattle will be mentioned in another video, and then a 2-round mock draft video. So double upload today, double upload tomorrow, all about Seattle, and then Jordan Love video, and then where does Bobby Wagner sign, even though that's going to be more in the video, and then a mock draft after the combine, which seems like so long ago compared to everything else. And then a Lakers video. I promise I will talk about how the Lakers suck eventually and are a championship team, because that's what I think of the Lakers. But holy crap, so much has happened today. I mean, so much has happened. Russell Wilson had a down year. He got hurt. It hurt my fantasy team. Screw you for that. I'm kidding. My fantasy team doesn't matter. Injury. But he's looking to bounce back, and he goes to one of the hardest divisions in football. This guy, ring a bell, Patrick Mahomes, 2018 MVP, went to the conference championship in his first year starting, won the Super Bowl in his 2nd year starting, went to the Super Bowl in his 3rd year starting, and went back to the AFC Championship in his 4th year starting. So literally, the farthest Patrick Mahomes has ever gone is winning the Super Bowl. The lowest he's ever gone is losing in the championship game. And the Kansas City Chiefs, the potential next dynasty, yeah, you heard of them? Twice a year, great football. Justin Herbert and his piss missiles on 4th down, ever heard of him? I mean, Russell Wilson it's nothing Russell Wilson ain't used to. He's had a much worse roster than what Denver has. Denver has weapons. They have weapons. Albert O, who they got rid of Noah Fant for. Noah Fant didn't deserve this. Noah Fant did not deserve this, I promise you. Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, KJ Hamler, who when is going, is going. Like, if people calling it, like, when he gets on, he gets on. So there's a lot of weapons there for Denver. And the offensive line, you can assume, is better than Seattle's with Garrett Bowles on the offensive line and maybe drafting Trevor Penning. They're not going to be able to draft Trevor Penning, save no first-round picks. But I thought about it after giving them multiple mock drafts I've done. The defense is great. Von Miller should be coming back, so they just stole all the picks from the Rams to use some of those picks to give right back to Seattle, to then Von Miller leaving to get a ring, to come right back and go ring chasing with Russell Wilson. That's just kind of cool for Von Miller. He's been teasing it all over his Instagram. Good defense. Vic Fangio really had that top 3 defense. They have a great roster. They were literally just a quarterback away. Javonte Williams, a dog. Melvin Gordon's a dog. Jerry Jeudy's, who I like a lot. Cortland Sutton has proved to be very, 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 very reliable over the past few years. Justin Simmons on the back end. Patrick Surtain. I mean, so much has happened with the Denver team, and they were so close to the playoffs. I'm telling you, they were this close. to the playoffs. Just couldn't pull up a couple late wins in the end. That's because look at the quarterback play. You should not have really lost it to Philly. You got Russell Wilson now. You're not losing those games. So this is a playoff team because Russell Wilson has his way worse rosters and pulled them to the playoffs. Now, roster, look how talented Cleveland's roster is, and they weren't making the playoffs either. Depending on the tough stretches you go, but this is not a tough division. Russell Wilson's seen all of this. The Niners, they're a stacked team. Cardinals, they're a playoff team. And then the Rams, the eventual Super Bowl champions. And Russell Wilson still was carrying them 7-2 and 7-10, and they were a playoff team until midseason where he got hurt, to where they were forced to start Geno Smith for the rest of the season. Russell Wilson can take this Denver team and they can become a playoff team. Does that mean they're a Super Bowl team? I gotta see how it works first, to be honest, before I can tell you they're a Super Bowl team, because look at just the competition in division. The Raiders, playoff team. Chargers, playoff team. Chiefs, went to the AFC Championship. Up-and-coming Bengals, went to the Super Bowl. Ravens, Lamar Jackson, he's gonna be back. Browns, I have no doubt that team is way too talented to suck like this again. And if they do, Baker Mayfield is out of there. Steelers, Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season. That could all very well change, but he just never has, and their defense is always good. They have some weapons there, so you never know what Pittsburgh can do. Moving to the South, Titans, Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill going to run it back because that's a weak division. Colts, literally a game away from being in the playoffs, and they were playing like the hottest team in football at some point. Okay, don't need to worry about them. Jets, okay, don't need to worry about them. Dolphins, don't need to worry about them. Patriots, Bill Belichick, really, he's just going to lie down for you, Russ. He still remembers when you decided to pick six and made Malcolm Butler a very, very, very famous man. And a intercept at the goal line, Malcolm Butler. Great Super Bowl call of all time. I don't care what anyone says. That's just my personal opinion. The Bills, Josh Allen's hungry, and I do believe it's a Super Bowl year for him. All great things are happening, and oh my gosh, this shakes up the entire NFL. Because number one, Drew Lock is a fresh start, but I don't think the Seahawks will be very good. Number two, the AFC just keeps getting more and more loaded that it's going to be such a gauntlet next year, because I do believe Denver's a playoff team. I believe the Raiders have potential to be a playoff team. I believe that the Chargers are a playoff team. I'd like to believe the Chiefs are a playoff team. I'd like to believe the Bills are a playoff team. I'd like to believe the Patriots are a playoff team. I'd like to believe the Bengals are going back to the playoffs. I'd like to believe, there's so many teams out there in the AFC that you literally can't just take an NFC South spot and give it to a better deserving team, which I feel like there probably would be next year. But wow, this is such a huge trade. I think this might be the biggest trade of my football studying career. This hardcore, there were trades back then, but the biggest signing was Tom Brady leaving for Tampa Bay. This is an actual trade. Russell Wilson wanted a new deal. The Seahawks couldn't get it done, so they pushed him out to Denver, who wanted Aaron Rodgers, and reports of Russell Wilson always wanted to go to Denver. He didn't want to go to no damn Washington Commander and deal with Ron Rivera and Dan Snyder's bullshit. Ron Rivera's a good coach. It's Dan Snyder's bullshit. But Russell Wilson shaking up the entire NFL makes everything crazy. The draft order has changed. Prospect picks have changed. So much has happened. And Russell Wilson looking to win a Super Bowl in the AFC. Going to Denver with Bradley Chubb. Maybe getting back Von Miller. Losing Shelby Harris kind of sucks because he was a solid defensive line. But you gave up Shelby Harris? You gave Russell Wilson? You literally could have just given up the 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, a 5th-round pick, and maybe Drew Lock, and that got it done. But no, they threw in Shelby Harris and Noah Fant. And Noah Fant don't deserve this. Noah Fant don't deserve to go from Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater in Denver to go to Seattle, where it rains all the time, just to get Drew Lock right back. Look, I like Drew Lock. I think Drew Lock's a cool dude, but he just doesn't win. And Russell Wilson does win. It's the first time in his career where he had a losing season. Russell Wilson is a playoff quarterback, and he is going to make the Denver Broncos a playoff team. They are being super aggressive now. Kanye West and Antonio Brown want to buy the Broncos, which... what the hell is that story? But this shakes up the entire NFL, and I love it. Russell Wilson going there makes the Broncos an automatic playoff team. You can't even change my mind, because you look at what Russell Wilson's done with his history down in Seattle. Russell Wilson can absolutely take the Denver Broncos playoffs. I want to see Estelle play this so bad. Can we go to September? Well, I want to get through the draft first. After that, can we go to December with Aaron Rodgers coming back on the field? Give me the Russell Wilson experience. I want to see it. He gets to face Seattle too. He's going to run around. He's going to put up MVP-like number. This might be his MVP year. You want fantasy advice? Draft every Denver weapon. He likes throwing to DK Metcalf. He's going to like throwing to Cortland Sutton and all this. He's basically got same caliber weapon, Cortland Sutton, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Jerry Jeudy with KJ Hamler. Javonte Williams is an absolute beast. The offensive line still needs work, but he's used to playing behind terrible offensive lines because he's been in Seattle this entire time. And that defense is so much better than Seattle's. Oh my God, the Denver Broncos might be a Super Bowl team, but I'm not willing to call it that. I got to see him play first. But this is such a huge breaking news story. The Broncos fans are like, oh no, we didn't get Aaron Rodgers. Life stinks. We got Russell Wilson, yeah! It's an amazing, amazing time. I love seeing Broncos fans' reactions. Broncos fans literally just go from Peyton Manning to then Paxton Lynch to like Brock Osweiler to like Drew Lock to Teddy Bridgewater to Russell freaking Wilson, 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. What? Too bad they were probably gonna be known most for Hall of Fame careers other than themselves, because most people think of Peyton Manning as a Colt, and most people are gonna might think of Russell Wilson as a Seahawk, but you never know. Most people are probably gonna think of Stafford with the Rams now because he got that Super Bowl. If they can get another Super Bowl, that would be insane. There's so much here. There's so much to play out. There's so much. We didn't even talk about the Seahawks side of things, but that is another video for another day. Hope you all did enjoy. Let me leave your thoughts down below in the comments. And the NFC is kind of wide open. It's Rams, Packers, Cowboys, Cardinals, Niners, Philly, an NFC South team? I mean, shoot, this NFC is wide open. The AFC is loaded. Let's just think Patriots, Chiefs, Bills, Chargers, Broncos, Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Titans, Colts. I mean, shoot, there's so many great playoff teams. I'm excited to watch it all. My brain's been moving 100 miles per minute. There's so many video ideas that are going to come out of this. There's going to be tons of content. Make sure you're sticking right here with you. Make sure you like and subscribe. And of course, Aaron Rodgers is still better, but thank you for listening.